Hello students, in last lecture we have learned about inscribed angle theorem and its corollaries. Inscribed angle theorem was the measure of angle inscribed is equal to half of the measure of arc intercepted by it. First corollary was angle inscribed in the same arc are congruent, and second corollary was angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right angle. We have learned about the proof of all these theorems. Now we are going to see about new concept related to circle, that is cyclic quadrilateral. Definition of cyclic quadrilateral: if all vertices of quadrilateral lie on the same circle, if all vertices means all four vertices of circle lie on the of quadrilateral lie on the same circle, then it is called a cyclic quadrilateral. Now we are going to see about one of the important property related to cyclic quadrilateral, that is theorem of cyclic quadrilateral. Theorem, statement of theorem is opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. We will see figure. See here, quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral, and we have to prove that opposite angles means there are two pairs of opposite angles, angle A, angle C, first pair, angle B and angle D is second pair, and we have to prove the sum of opposite angles is equal to 180 degree, that is they are supplementary. Then we have to write here given, what is given, quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral. Then to prove, here first proof will be angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, and second angle B plus angle D is equal to also 180 degree. Now we will see about proof. See here, in figure, arc BCD is intercepted by angle A and arc BAD is intercepted by angle C. Arc BCD is intercepted by angle A or angle BAD. Therefore, angle BAD is equal to 1/2 measure of arc BCD. Measure of angle BAD is equal to 1/2 measure of arc BCD. Will give first number to this equation. It is inscribed angle theorem. Means the proof is also depend on inscribed angle theorem. Then its opposite angle is C, means angle BCD, and arc BAD is intercepted by angle BCD. Therefore, angle BCD or measure of angle BCD is equal to 1/2 measure of arc BAD. See here, angle C, arms of angle C passing through point B and D. Therefore, it intercepts arc BAD. Therefore, measure of angle C is half of the measure of arc BAD. Give second number to this equation, and geometric reason is same, that is inscribed angle theorem. Therefore, by adding equation 1 and 2, measure of angle BAD plus measure of angle BCD is equal to 1/2 measure of arc BCD plus 1/2 measure of arc BAD. Therefore, measure of arc angle BAD, measure of angle BAD plus measure of angle BCD is equal to, here there is no need of bracket, measure of arc BAD plus measure of arc BCD is equal to 1/2 is common into bracket measure of arc BCD plus measure of arc BAD, bracket complete. Here arc BCD plus arc BAD, see in figure, arc BCD plus arc BAD is equal to total circle, and measure of circle is 360 degree. 1/2 into 360 is equal to 180 degree. Means here angle BAD plus angle BCD, that is angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. It is to prove. Similarly, we can prove angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. To prove this, we can use inscribed angle theorem for angle B and angle D. In other way, we can also prove it by using the angle sum property of quadrilateral, that is angle A plus angle C plus angle B plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. As angle A plus angle C 180, if we put this value, that is 180 plus angle B plus angle D is equal to 360. Therefore, angle B plus angle D is equal to 360 minus 180. Then angle B plus angle D will be 180 degree. In both way we can prove, or simply we can write similarly, we can prove angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. That means opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Converse of the cyclic quadrilateral theorem is, if a pair of opposite angles of quadrilateral is supplementary, then the quadrilateral is cyclic. If pair of opposite angles, means in above theorem it will be reverse. If pair of angles, opposite angles is supplementary, then the quadrilateral is cyclic. You can prove it by indirect method. In the view of exam, there is no need to prove this converse of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Now we will see the corollary of cyclic quadrilateral theorem. See the statement of corollary. An exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to the angle opposite to its adjacent interior angle. We will see in figure. If we draw if quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic, we can draw its exterior angle by drawing any side in next direction, that is to convert the segment into ray. If here is point E, then our theorem is an exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral. Here angle BCE is the exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral, is congruent to the angle opposite to its adjacent interior angle. This angle ABC is called as adjacent interior angle of this exterior angle, and the theorem is the measure of angle CBE is equal to measure of angle ADC, means exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to the angle opposite to its adjacent interior angle. This angle D is angle opposite to its interior angle or adjacent interior angle, that is angle ABC. Therefore, theorem is angle CBE means exterior angle is congruent with angle ADC. In figure, angle quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic quadrilateral, angle CBE is its exterior angle, and theorem is angle CBE congruent to angle ADC. If we have to write the proof of theorem, then we can write or prove in this way. See here angle CBE plus angle CBA is equal to 180 degree, because these are angles in linear pair, and angle ABC plus angle ADC will also equal to, their sum will also equal to 180 degree, because they are opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. If we write the equations, angle BCE plus angle ABC is equal to 180 degree, equation number 1. Angle ABC plus angle ADC is equal to 180 degree, equation number 2. Then this angle ABC will be common. Therefore, angle CBE congruent angle ADC can be proved easily. Now we will see one of the example from practice set 3.4. Example number 3. Quadrilateral MRPN is cyclic. Angle R is equal to 5x minus 13 degree. Angle N is equal to 4x plus 4 degree. Find measures of angle R and angle N. Here quadrilateral MRPN is cyclic. Therefore, angle R plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. It is cyclic quadrilateral theorem. Therefore, here angle R is given 5x minus 13. 5x minus 13 plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, 5x minus 13 plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 180. 5x plus 4x, 9x minus 13 plus 4 minus 9 is equal to 180. Therefore, 9x is equal to 180 plus 9. Therefore, 9x is equal to 189. Therefore, x is equal to 189 upon 9. Therefore, x is equal to, here 9 2s are 18, 9 1s are 1. Therefore, x is equal to 21. Then angle R is equal to, the measure of angle R is 5x plus 13, that is 5x minus 13 is equal to 5 into 21 minus 13 is equal to 21 into 5, 105 minus 13 is equal to 92 degree. Then angle N is equal to 4x plus 4, that is 4 into 21 plus 4 is equal to 84 plus 4, that is 88 degree. Therefore, angle R and angle N, measures of angle R and angle N are 92 degree and 88 degree respectively. Thus, we have used here the property of cyclic quadrilateral or theorem of cyclic quadrilateral. At a glance, we will revise some properties. The measure of an inscribed angle is half the measure of the arc intercepted by it, that is inscribed angle theorem. Then second property, angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent. It was first corollary of inscribed angle theorem. Angle inscribed in a semicircle is a right angle, second corollary. Then fourth property, if all vertices of quadrilateral lie on the same circle, then the quadrilateral is cyclic quadrilateral. It is definition of cyclic quadrilateral. Then next property is opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. It is cyclic quadrilateral theorem. We have learned about the proof of this theorem. Then its corollary, an exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is congruent to the angle opposite to its adjacent interior angle. Then seventh property or next to remember, if a pair of opposite angles of quadrilateral are supplementary, then the quadrilateral is cyclic. In this way, we have learned about these 7 properties. In next lecture, we will see about another some properties of circle and inscribed angle and intercepted arc. Then we will solve examples on these properties. Thank you.